And also, y'all feel free to join our faction that I just made too. Trying to get some people in it. If y'all want to run the tournaments, just make sure y'all go ahead and join up. I think it's open, but at least be like a silver 3 or higher. Alright, y'all, what's going on, man? It's your boy Javon back with another video, man. And in this video, we're going over the top 5 most overpowered characters in the game. This is including tanks, DPS, and healers all in one. So it's not going in order of who's from best to worst. It's just including all 5 of the best heroes in the game right now. So as y'all can see already at Magneto at the front, y'all can already tell that Magneto is definitely in the top 5. I got him as our #1 pick. Not #1 overall. Like I said, it's no order. It's just #1. First, Magneto is a great tank. He can deny a whole bunch of ults in the game. He can save people from dying to an ult. He does a lot of damage with the Scarlet Witch team up with his sword. Right here, you can kill a Venom in 9 shots. I don't know, man. And then not to mention, you can kill every single 250 health character in the game with 3 shots in his sword. So he has a lot of potential right now. I don't know if he'll be in rank right now. I don't know if he's going to be banned. Like when I get the diamond right now, I'm a plat 3. I don't think he'll be a banned hero in the game because there's a lot of people in the game that you could ban that's worth banning. But right now he does do a lot of damage, and his sword is really OP. And as you can see, his sword don't have no drop off. It's no drop off on the sword, so you can just snipe people like from afar with Magneto. So all those backline healers that got 250 health and sometimes 275, you can snipe all of them with just his sword. Like his sword is very OP, and not to mention the Scarlet Witch buff that she gets with the plus 20% damage. That makes her do a lot more damage, and it's a lot helpful. Like a lot much more helpful. And as you can see, like his sword, like if you have a Scarlet Witch on the team, it makes him top 5. But if you don't have Scarlet Witch on the team, he's still a top 5 hero. He could just be a lot better. Like I know a team comp that runs Magneto, 9 times out of 10 they have a Scarlet Witch on the team to help him so y'all can win the game. Like if you have a good Magneto on the team and you got Scarlet Witch, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's go ahead and try and find a comp that I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard to win when you got them two on the team because they're both like when they're combined together, and his sword, it just makes him so OP. I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf his sword, and not to mention that his ult one shots too. Um, oh my fault, it don't one shot, it almost one shots any 250 health in the game, so you can go ahead and pack up any squishy in the game that's like, you know, when and 9 times out of 10 when you're in a fight, they're not going to be max health. Like they're not going to have full health when you're already fighting them. So you're 9 times out of 10 going to get a one shot kill with his ult. So I definitely say Magneto's top 5. The next person we got, I'm pretty sure y'all already knew that he was going to be in this list of top 5 heroes in the game, which is Hawkeye. Hawkeye right now, he can deflect almost any projectile in the game. And honestly, bro, you don't even have to time it sometimes. Like you can just hold his what's the name, and then you'll get the deflect on it. But like it also matters about like your placement, because you want the sword to be in the middle, like of the bullet. You want it to be in the middle. See how like so once you get good with him, it's easy to deflect it once you learn. But that's not only that. He can also one shot any DPS and healer in the game. He can one shot every DPS and healer if you hit him in the head. No matter how far it is, it doesn't matter the distance. He's honestly one of the best characters in the game right now. And if you charge up at somebody that's closer, so see how, okay, hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot right here. See how if somebody's out of your range and you can't see them, like you won't charge up your bow. What I like to do in rank when I'm playing him, I'll charge it up at somebody else. Like if I know there's a back line and somebody in the back, I'll charge it up on him, and then I'll go ahead and shoot at the next person behind all the way at the back to one shot the back hero in the game. So I ain't gonna lie, he has a lot of potential, and he can 2 to 3 shot every tank in the game in the head. But like I said, 9 times out of 10, I'm mainly 2-shotting them in the head because they're going to be already taking damage. Like they're not just going to be at full health most of the time unless they're already in the back and they're not really pushing. But 9 times out of 10, if it's a tank, they're already going to be taking damage, and you can already take the upper hand on 2 to 3 shotting them in the head. Just hit a headshot, It's kind of OP. And his L1 also does damage twice, and it takes any fire out the air. So if you're playing against a Iron Man, a Storm, or anybody in the game that can fly, I'm pretty sure they'll add more flyers to the game. But anybody in the game that can fly, you can shoot them down with that, and it'll pull them to the ground. So that's also very helpful to keep them from out the sky. And they also don't have that long of a cooldown either. It's only a 12-second cooldown. But honestly, if you're playing Hawkeye, I don't know why the other team would be playing Iron Man anyways, because you counter them. But that's neither here or there. And if somebody's pushing up on you, you got your sword to push them back. His ult is honestly very good too, because it gives him, you know, you charge up almost instantly, pretty much. And you do the same amount of damage, but you can see an after image of anybody. See how they have an after image of them? And you can just shoot the after image. But it didn't work right there because it was already in it. But Hawkeye, definitely a top 5 character in the game right now. He's honestly overpowered. But he's just one of those characters, like I said, it pays to be good with him. That's what it is. If you're not good, then obviously he goes down in value. But if you're good with him, then he goes up just automatically. The next person we got, top 5, is Loki. Loki, I'm not gonna lie, Loki is a great healer in the game right now. He can copy, especially his ult. You can copy any character in the game. So what I like to do is I like to combo him with other people in the game. Like if I have a Star-Lord on my team, I'll go ahead and have my Star-Lord use his ult. If he doesn't get that many kills with his ult, I'll go ahead and pop mine after him. And then that's like double aimbot pretty much. And not to mention that his clones also do damage too. So that's another good thing about him. And they heal too. His clones can heal with him. So it's like almost double the heal. So he's like honestly one of the best healers in the game right now. He can go invisible forever. He don't have a cooldown on his invisibility unless he just comes out of it. His R1, you can have up to 2 clones that both shoot. And then you got his L1 where you pretty much can't die in it unless you're getting ulted. Like you heal so fast in it, you can't really die. And you can switch positions with his clones. So Loki, honestly, right now is one of the best characters in the game for healers wise. And just to show y'all what I mean by his ult, you can honestly, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's almost a guaranteed team wipe with his ult. And y'all saw how my clone just killed him and I wasn't even shooting at him. Loki's honestly, he's one of the best characters in the game. But I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all with my ult what I mean. So we're gonna go ahead and swap him out for Star-Lord. Boom. And you get all their abilities instantly too. You get their ult instantly. You don't even have to charge it. See what I mean? And with Star-Lord too, with Star-Lord's ult, you're going to want to, when you have his ult, I don't know why people don't do this as much, but when you have his ult, you're going to want to shoot, like empty your clip and then roll instead of reloading. It cancels the reload animation so you don't have to do it. A lot of people don't do that with his ult, but that's another thing. So that's third. Of course, I'm pretty sure y'all already knew that she was going to be in the top 5, which is Magic. Magic, I know I said in my tier list video that she's an iffy character because she's one of those characters that, like Hawkeye, you have to be good to play with her. Like, she's not an easy character that you can just pick up and boom, you good with them. No, it's the person that you have to actually learn how to play. Because if not, she's actually very bad. But she has a lot of one-shot capabilities with her kit. You can one-shot a lot of 250 heroes or even sometimes 275 if you put a melee in there. But she's just really OP. I messed it up there, but you would use your R1 and then you would use your L2 in the air, and then you can swipe, like you can hit them and then punch. So that'll one-shot them. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all right here, like that. So like she has a lot of one-shot capabilities on certain heroes. That's like, of course, 250. I'm not really a fan of her ult. Her ult is okay. But she has a lot of maneuvering. She's definitely one of those characters that's hard to hit and that can just, she's one of those people that can just have a field day, honestly. And she gets lifesteal pretty much. Like when you hit an enemy, you gain health. So that's, I like to say, it's basically lifesteal, but it goes away as you can see over time if you're not hitting nobody. But that honestly doesn't really matter because her kit, like, it is very good right now. I'm pretty sure she will be being banned and ranked a lot of games, especially because people are going to be good. But I do expect her to get a nerf soon. Just her damage output and probably her survivability. Her survivability is definitely probably going to get nerfed. I do see it happening in the future, but I mean, like I said, it's kind of iffy. But her ult, honestly, her ult could be a little bit better, but I mean, it does hurt. As you can see, it does hurt. It does. Like, and she just, her ult has a lot of, because she's basically hitting you twice. That's what it basically is. Her ult's basically hitting you twice. So, in my opinion, Magic is definitely in the top 5. And for the last person we got in the top 5 is going to be Hela. Hela's definitely one of the people. I know people's going to be like, what about Iron Fist? Iron Fist is good, but he's kind of situational. Like, you can counter a good Iron Fist if you're good, like with using certain people. Like Scarlet Witch can counter Iron Fist. That's why he's not. It's a couple of people that can counter him. That's why he's not in my top 5. But you could definitely say he deserves it. You could swap somebody out for him, but I don't know. It's a lot of better people in the game right now that can counter not counter him, but just more better. Like, you could replace him with Hela if you're not that good. But Hela is basically one of the best snipers in the game right now. Not the best, but she's definitely one of the best, because as you can see, she can 2-shot any 250 health in the game. And if her abilities, like, you'll send like a homing onto them and it explodes after that. But if you have somebody moving, like, to get an easy headshot off on them, you will go ahead and throw your R1 ability, which stuns them, and it leaves you up for an easy headshot because it makes them to stop moving. Or if you have a Mantis on your team that can sedate them, and then they can't move, and then you just hit a headshot, it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy. And not to mention that, just like Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch, she gets a plus 20% boost, damage boost, if you have a team up ally on your team with the Loki. 9 times out of 10, when you get into higher ranks, a lot of people do play Loki, so 9 times out of 10, you're going to have that passive team up ability. So that's going to make it to where you do even more damage too. So that allows her to, do a lot more damage than what she originally does. And her R1, which is her bird, allows her to have an escape. She's basically like a little escape artist on her, kind of. It does help her out with a lot of escaping abilities. And as you can see, she can still 2-shot at 275 health. So she can 2-shot any 275 and under health character in the game right now. So that kind of makes her like Hawkeye almost. Like, she's a high risk, high reward. That's the best definition to put it for her. High risk, high reward. Because if you can hit headshots with her, she's a great character. And as you can go ahead and see, she can one-shot 300 health characters. So she has a lot of 2-shot capabilities on a lot of characters in the game. She's like a Hawkeye with high risk. Like I said, high risk, high reward. You're good with her, you get high reward. You're not good with her, it's not really no point in using her. So she's definitely, like I said, one of the best characters in the game, and definitely deserves top 5 in the game without a doubt, especially with her ult being able to 2-shot too and giving her 1,000 health. And she has AoE damage, and it doesn't do knockoff damage at all. And she can do damage from all afar. So she doesn't have fall off damage, and they don't have to be in the center of your bombs. They still take the full amount of damage what they take from her ult. So overall, she's still OP. Like, definitely top 5. Like I said, that's my whole entire top 5 characters. Iron Fist, you could definitely say that he's in here, but it's kind of iffy with him. But that's it, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, and yeah, man, appreciate y'all. What y'all see, just please hit that follow button and subscribe, please. And also go follow my Twitch if y'all want to see more clips like that, because that's really where I'm at. And then I post onto YouTube after those clips are done. But if you want to see them on time, go follow my Twitch. Thank y'all.